working with you. So let me go more in depth about the product overview. Satya, you were asking me a little bit more about the on-prem aspects. So on this slide, you can see our current architecture. So on the top left, you can see the bot creators. The bot creators are basically users that use instance, so clients, where they can create bots on-prem, and then the bot can be uploaded on the control room, where it's seated on top of the RPA platform. It's hosted on a HTTPS Windows server. You can connect your real-time analysis for bots and business insights and your predictive analysis. You can and then from this control room, you can launch your bots. So that's what we call bot runners, both in back and front office on multiple environments. So all kinds of data, structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data can be launched on multiple environments, like on-prem, cloud, front and back office. Do you have okay. Does it make things clearer for you, Satya?
Yeah.
I like this.
Okay, the last slide I want to tell you about is our current ecosystem that shows you that we are working with top leaders company in all kind of sectors, including analytics. You were telling me about the Delbumi. So yeah, you're free to use Delbumi on-prem and connect our current analytics platform to your existing analytics to get more meaningful insights for your company. So the ecosystem, all the companies you can see on this slide have worked on curated bots on our store. So if you want to use any of this system in the future, you know that you can save a lot of time by downloading the curated bots on the store.
Hey, I may have missed this. I apologize, but I'm assuming are these bots additional cost?
The bots you download on the marketplace are entirely free. You can use them as they are. You can edit them to adapt your needs. You can share them with your coworkers. It's a completely open platform. But there is no additional cost when it comes to pre-curated bots that are coming from our store.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to switch to the demo. So this is Automation Anywhere on the enterprise clients. So I hope you can see my mouse. On the left sidebar, you have three tabs. The first tab is the task bar, the task tab, where you can organize all your automation process, all your tasks in folders, in subfolders. You see, so for instance, in my task, I have a folder for when it comes to extraction, another one for invoices, another one just for PDF. So it's a way for you to enable hierarchical tree structure organization for your task. The second tab we use is called Metabot. So we call Metabot reusable components that can be used across several scenarios. The idea of Metabot is to make you save some time on when you elaborate new scripts. You can embed pre-made Metabots to make you save some time. And workflows. So let me give you an example of automation workflows. This is what we call an automation workflow. The idea is to use to draw a scenario of your automation process and use error handling. So suppose your bot is failing, you can tell if the bot is failing, I want to apply a different function to it. And you can draw like a map, what we call a workflow or a map, where the bot is going to analyze your map and follow your direction in case the bot is failing, or if you have delays online or things the bot cannot answer straight away.
Hey, Fabian, a real quick question. That graphic workflow tool you showed is really cool. Can you use that interface to create the bots to begin with, like click and drag things from system to system, and then the bot gets created to do that?
Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you that I currently don't have access to the workflow tab on my environment here.
Oh, okay.
But the idea, yes, is a drag and drop process, and select like a drop down menu, like the red one you can see here, and you can see you see on the green left part you can launch your bot, and if the bot is successful, you can follow to the next step. But if the bot is failing, you can apply an error handling attribute, and then apply different function if the bot is failing. So the idea of a workflow, if you go back to the enterprise clients, the idea of designing workflows is to create complex tasks. Is to gather, to merge several tasks to build complex scenarios across your infrastructure. But do you understand the idea of
yes, thank you. Very good.
Great. Okay. So our platform is very, very easy to use. We have 3 recorders: the smart recorder that is mainly built to capture objects on the web, screen recorder that is going to use mouse coordinates on your screen to record your action. So it's like a bit like in Hollywood, you start your movie, you have the clap, you follow your action, and then end of the clap, and the script is going to record all the things you have made. And the web recorder is very, very convenient for instance, for extracting a table from the web, but it's optimized to work on every website, whether you have access to private or public information. You can save your credential. You can access private cloud, private access very, very easily. The next button you have is run. So once you have, if you go back to your task, you have all your bots here. You can, by clicking on the green button, you can also you can directly run the bot. You can edit the bot. So as you can see, I'm going to show you more in depth the semantic we use. So it's very, very easy semantic to understand. We use plain English for that, which means even your business user could understand what is happening. So I'm just going to translate for you in easy words the 3 first lines that you can see. We are telling the bot to open a spreadsheet on our operating system, and then we are telling the bot to activate the A1 cell, which is the top left cell, and then we are going to tell the bot to proceed to a loop. What we call a loop is like a repetitive process that can gather all kind of data endless, I would say, endless, in a endless way. And then you see the idea is just to show you that the semantic we use is really plain English and can be understood by everyone, you see. And each line can be very, very easily edited. You just have to right click on it, and you can here select a new spreadsheet. You see, so it's very easy to use. I can tell you I have more marketing background than development background, and I built some bot myself without the help of anyone. And in case you need help, you can always request a live one-to-one demo with one of our experts. You can talk directly to our technical support, and you can ask the expert to why a bot is failing, or how would you perform such an operation. You can also give us your feedback, so we can always listen to your needs and enhance our infrastructure for you. So let me
Fabian, quick question. We have recently expanded, and we do have some development offices actually in France. And I was wondering, are these interfaces available in different languages? For example, French, German, and any other languages around the world?
Yes, I understand your concern because I'm French, and I know as in France only 25% of French speaks proper English. I can tell you that the next release of Automation Anywhere V12 will be fully compatible with German and Japanese and French.
Fantastic.
We'll bring those localization for you. But
that's coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming very soon.
Yeah.
Yes, and
okay.
I don't know if you also have a Linux user inside your company, but if it's the case, our platform will also be compatible with Linux environments very soon.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. Okay. Well, the 25% number you referenced is still far, far above the number of English-speaking Americans that can speak any foreign language, so I wouldn't feel too bad about that.
Okay. So very important thing you were telling me about, Todd. You told me about your concern when it comes to ROI, right? So as you can see, I bought a script called Acronautics. It's basically an Excel automation process. As you can see, I have the ROI directly embedded in the platform. If I click on it, I can see the evolution of the ROI. So the ROI is based on runtime, debug time, alerts, documenting time, training time, and knowledge capture. It's only available in US dollar at the moment, but you can capture those data and create a bot to convert those amounts in all the currencies you need. You don't even know to go to ask your employee to go online and to convert those amounts in multiple currencies. The bots can automatically do it for you. So you can have a real-time impact of ROI on your infrastructure. How much do you effectively save for each bot you are implementing? You are satisfied with this ROI feature, Todd?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to me. We would probably suppress that feature if possible because I don't want my employees seeing that and think they deserve some of that money back or something. But so, I mean, the ROI calculator, I mean, it seems – oh, I'm sorry. So it's based on input that we build, like any ROI that I've ever gotten from a vendor in my life is exceedingly aggressive in terms of its perceived value. But what are the variables that we plug in to establish that ROI? So, I mean, do we use our local labor costs, our estimated FTE hours? Are those the variables that go into the production of this graph?
We have our ROI calculator is based on the following things you can see on your screen right now. So it's going to analyze all the time your employees might spend in debugging things, for instance, or the time they need to document themselves in order to perform such an action. Do you understand? And it's going to tell you the bot is going to be more competitive than your current infrastructure in XYZ levels because of that. You can calculate the amount of resources, of financial resources your company could.
Uh-oh, did we lose him, Satya?
Hello? It looks like it. I'm trying to. I think we lost him.
Yeah, I lost the screen there for a moment, and then all of a sudden I saw his box drop. Let's just give him a moment to dial back in. I like what he's doing. He's hitting some areas of this demo that, frankly, I haven't seen many people hit, like some of the help features and aggressively talking about the ROI. I kind of like what he's doing here.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm sorry, my connection dropped. So I left you at the ROI feature, and I don't know if you heard the end of my discussion, but
yes, we did. But we did lose the screen, so you may want to try to reshare that because I don't see the demo any longer.
Sure. Does it work?
It's loading.
I see.
There we go. Now I've got it again. Thank you.
I got it too.
Great.
Yeah.
So do you have to go more in depth about the IRA futures, or should we carry on with?
Let's go ahead and carry on. I think I understand that. Thank you.
Great. So I would like to show you three very useful scripts. The first one is when it comes to PDF integration. So what you need to understand is that when it comes to, I already told you about the recorder, but we also have a very cool feature called Workbench, where you can create your script with 500 commands. As you can see, we have a native integration for Citrix environments here, and also for SAP. Here, we are specialized working with spreadsheet and table-based formats. Here, we have an entire commands used for Excel. We can connect to FTP or SFTP server in case you would like to upload some file on a repository or on a website or update your website. We also have an OCR technology that is going to be useful to recognize character on semi-structured data like PDF. We also have a PDF native integration where you can extract, merge, encrypt. So as you can see, it's pretty function agnostic, and you can run all kind of on-prem. I know, Satya, you are concerned about on-prem environments. You can also monitor your system. You can see you can log your computer, log it off. You have some Windows action on-prem. So you can not only work on-prem, but you can also automate things online or from on-prem to online. So
hey, how you have covered a lot there. There's a lot of things that match our environment, but how can we extract information like directly out of a database? Like we have a huge backend that's got Oracle in it. Do we have an Oracle connection there? I didn't see that.
Of course. Like I told you, our platform is optimized to work with SQL environments, but we also have the possibility on the database commands that you can see here to connect on an Oracle database. If you connect here, you will be able to select Oracle database. And I know that Oracle is going recently from SQL architecture to NoSQL architecture, using a lot of unstructured data. And our IQbot, the IQbot I mentioned earlier, is made to work on unstructured data. So you can automate all kind of Oracle database, structured, unstructured. Our bots are fully compliant with Oracle environments. Okay, so let me show you more in depth the functionality of one of our scripts. So this one is about merging PDF. If I run it, I'm going to show you. I have three purchase order that you can see here, and the bot is running, and it's going to automatically merge my three purchase order and open the purchase order in an encrypted, secured environment with a password. You see, if I type my password on Chrome, I have my purchase order that is completely merged. You see, so if you are dealing with a lot of semi-structured data, you can merge everything very, very easily. As you can see, if I show you the semantic of the script, it's very, very easy to it's 3 lines of code. I just ask the bot to create an output file that he will have to encrypt, and where he will have to merge all the purchase order I show you before. So that's just an example of a really cool script that could make you save a lot of time. Regarding the extraction of the table and the web recorder I was telling you about earlier on, if you run the bot on London Stock Exchange website, the bot is going to extract all the data you need from this website, even if you have a breadcrumb, like you see a breadcrumb with multiple pages, is going to, you see page 3, page 4, page 5. You don't need to do anything. It's going to do all the work for you. And then the bot is going to execute the processing by opening a spreadsheet and copying this data. So you will see it will end in a minute. So you know what this bot is performing. I can tell you about a very cool automated task we already did for our clients when it comes to manufacturing and supply chain. You were mentioning supply chain before. As you can see, as you know, supply chain require a lot of paper-based and structured formats. So you can easily inject all those documents in your Oracle database, and then from your Oracle database you can extract very easily fields from those paper-based formats to use it in various scenarios, like a spreadsheet, and do your real-time analysis, and you see it's a very, very open platform. So as you can see, all the data coming from London Exchange have been successfully implemented in my spreadsheets, and as you can see, there are a lot of data. As you can imagine the time your company could save compared to a human cutting and paste. And the last bot I would like to show you is a bot we named Invoicely, because it's working with a website called invoicely.com. It's a great way to create your invoice on the internet. So we basically have a spreadsheet with several columns and several information, and if I run the bot, the bot is going to connect instantly to Invoicely, remember the credential I've used in the past to connect automatically. Now I'm logged in. Then it's going to implement all the data from my spreadsheet directly on the Invoicely system. So you can imagine how much time will you save? That's a 66% productivity compared to a human in a zero error execution environment. So I think it could be really useful for your company. You know, a lot of the benefits aren't from the augmentation itself, but from the reappraisal of how the organization operates. So if you're a small and medium-sized company, you are dealing with a lot of competition. Taking a next step in RPA and automation will really give you a competitive advantage compared to your competitor, your environment. Because I can tell you that if one of your competitors is implementing RPA before you, their productivity will enhance yours. And that's something you really want to avoid. So we are almost done in this Invoicely process. So in just 2 clicks, you can see that if I go on the invoice tab, all my invoices are created. If I open one of them, all the fields are there. You see?
Yeah, so that's awesome. So how long did it take you to develop that? Was that a single bot or was that multiple bots?
So it's a single bot. We use the smart recorder to connect on Invoicely using Internet Explorer, which is like the native browser that is recognized 100% by our platform. And then I'm going to comment each line for you. This line is to remember the credential we use. This line is to click on the login button and then select my subdomain on Invoicely. And then we are opening a loop, which means a repetitive process that is going to repeat the process of creating one invoice. And then we are going to use a spreadsheet spreadsheet in our operating system, and we are going to tell the bot to capture each data from the first column of the spreadsheet and inject it on Invoicely and so on. So it took us about 45 minutes to build this bot, because once the bot is saved, you can run it to make sure everything works, and sometimes you have to be aware that the bandwidth, you might have bandwidth issues, or the site might be responding as fast as the bot is acting. So you might be using a little bit of delays in your bots to let the website respond to your bots. You can also use error handling. So if the bot fails, you can set up a different condition. So you see, it's a completely open environment where you can. I don't know if you are familiar with JavaScript debugging, but if you are using if you are building a website, you have JavaScript technologies in your website, and something is wrong with one of your scripts, you can just inspect the page and launch the debugging. So you see, launch the debugging here, enable debugging, and set up snap points to see where the body is failing. So our infrastructure really helps you to determine what is wrong and why it's wrong. Our analytics let you understand why do you have anomalies, and our debugging helps you understand why a bot is failing.
Hey, is this methodology? This is neat and interesting to open up a web app like this. Is this the same kind of scripting language that we would use to open up other internal on-prem applications? I mean, they're obviously still password protected and all that, but is this the same way we would do that?
Yeah, it's just to compare the way. I'm not at all trying to compare the technology, because we are using a unique combination of XML, Ruby on Rails, and Python for our scripts. So those are very, very specific technologies related to RPA. But I just wanted to compare the debugging function to the debugger you have in any web browser, and that enables webmasters to fix problems by setting snap points and run scripts from each line or another line to determine where the line is coming from. So you see, if you're, for instance, I told you can run your bot 24 hours a day. If you are launching a bot at 11 p.m. At night when everyone is at home, and the following morning the bot is failing, you can be sure that you can not only be alerted real time, but you can also, when you come back to the office, you can connect to your control room and understand very, very easily why the bot is failing. Right? And we are making a tremendous amount of effort with our cognitive technologies to help users like you to go beyond eventual change. Like for instance, if a URL is changing, the bot is going to do a smart discovery and tell you you should fix this new address because the bot is failing for that reason. But we already have some embedded functions that lets our bots go beyond this debugging function, and that analyze your bot and your human intelligence, and they are predicting any change. The role is to enable your platform to run 24 hours a day without any human intervention. Does it make sense, or yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm done with the Automation Anywhere enterprise client. I'm going to quickly show you the control room. So the control room stands on the top of the RPA platform. Oh. I don't know what it is. There you go. So this is the control room. where you are going to get meaningful insights when it comes to your bots. As you can see the bot schedule, the bot queues, the status of your bots. You can monitor the audits, download the audits in PDF, share them with your coworkers. You can set up permission. If you are an admin, you can tell X user can automate this bot on this platform. You know, it's completely, you can grant access to any of your users. You can see your credential here. You see, it's very clear. Even here, you have the roles for everyone. And yeah, the idea of this control room that stand on, by the way, on the Amazon AWS .com URL, which means it's fully compatible with S3 environments, for instance, and so it's completely secure as well. Is going to give you all kind of interesting insight for when it comes to your bot and your business insight. Do you have any question when it comes to predictive analytics?
I don't have anything specific right now.
Okay. Yeah. So what you need to understand is that our bots are created on-prem here, but you can easily, with a right click, tell your bot to upload on the control room, so you can have more meaningful insights on the control room. You know, and it works also on the other way on-prem. You can locate your scripts on your operating system, so you see it's a very, very easy path, document automation anywhere files, and inside you can have all your scripts. So the task come in a ATMX extension, and the Metabot comes in a MBot extension, and you can simply.
Sorry to interrupt there, Fabien. I'm running late for another call right now. Sure. I would have to jump off, but I will connect with you guys later to Todd. You and I can talk later as well to share notes. Sorry, I have to jump off. Huh?
Yeah, I can tell you just before you leave. I know you told me about you were using competitors. I will be happy to provide you a case study that is showing you the highlights of Automation Anywhere compared to UiPath, for instance, where you have a very difficult syntax to use.
Definitely be interested in looking that.
I'll stay on here, of course, until we conclude and take copious notes, and then bring you up to date on everything, Satya.
Thank you so much, Todd, and thanks for offering case studies, Fabien. That will be very interesting to look at. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So Todd,
yep.
Yeah, maybe can I ask you if you were already using an existing competitor like a UiPath or Blue Prism?
Oh, no. We're, as I said earlier, we were just really starting our analysis and evaluation, and it became clear both through the general research that we did, as well as some of the reports that you had showed earlier, that there was 3 or 4 companies that seemed to be the leaders in the market: UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, and a couple of niche players that we found a little bit interesting. But those 3 companies are consistently mentioned across the board for sure.
Yeah. The thing is that when it comes to scalability or ease of use, as you can see, our bots works with easy drag and drop commands, which means any business user in your company can use them. That's our main force right now. You know, our customer obsession, we are obsessed about customer satisfaction. We provide you all the support you need. If I guess you want to expand your activities and while enabling your employees to focus on more interesting tasks. That's the whole point of our current platform, which is also the only one that embed real-time analytics and cognitive function to work on semi-structured environment. You told me about Oracle. I can tell you that Oracle is making a big turn right now to work on unstructured database. So if you are going to use unstructured database in the next future, IQBot is definitely the only automation process that can help you automating tasks on Oracle. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So, like I said, we're going to have similar meetings with some of the other competitors, so we can begin to understand the positives of each and the concerns we have with each. Just real quickly, and it doesn't have to be specific, but what's the pricing mechanism? How is this licensed? Is that per bot or?
Yeah, we have our attended bots are at $1,500, and our unattended bots are $5,000 per bot runner, which is the component that scales the most. Okay, the component that scales the most is unattended. We call unattended bots that do not require human assistance. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the other components required are the control room and the bot builder. We can build a package based on your organization requirements. The higher the volume, the better these price points can get. So for you, it's not at all an exponential thing. It's a logarithmic growth. It's not an exponential growth. You understand what I mean?
I was wondering about that because it's not as. Go ahead.
I just wanted to tell you, it's not exponential growth. It's logarithmic growth, which is the opposite, which means the more you scale, the lower the price become for your bots.
Okay.
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 But do you have any other question? Yeah, I just wanted to show you the Dell EMC case study I was telling you about the huge impact of RPA on their infrastructure. So I'm going to showcase you.
I would prefer that I can look at that on my own. Honestly, I would prefer not to waste time here doing that. But I had a follow-up question relative to professional services and training. How long does it take? You told me that in Voicely Bot it took you like 45 minutes. Obviously, you're selling this product, you're demoing it, you're working with it every day, and our users aren't. How long did it take you to get up to speed building these bots, and what was the training process that you went through? What's the training process that's offered with this solution?
So what we can do for you is send some resources on your site to train 10 to 20 of your clients, and we can determine how robotic process automation could be useful for your industry. And then we have an external program called Hackathon, where you can get 1 day specific training on site to help your user understand how to build bots. But I can tell you that the Voicely bot we built here in London took us about 1 hour. Of course, you have some bots that can be more complex to build, especially if you have to connect on SQL or unstructured environment. It's not given to everyone in 5 minutes. But like I showed you before, we have help that is always available. I don't know if you can see on the screen. Help is always available when you become a client. You have online example. You have the pre-made bot on the market store that can help you automate ready-made process. We have a one-to-one demo. We have technical support. We have you can ask an expert to talk to you, and even on the control room, you see if you click on the question mark, you can also get online documentation, contact support, contact sales support. You have web chat 24 hours a day on our site, automationanywhere.com. So yeah, we are very concerned about your question, and we want you to be efficient as fast as possible. So yeah, we can definitely help you with that, with the complexity of building bots. But once again, we are the only one using plain English in our syntax with drag and drop commands. So I'm sure any of your employee wouldn't have to look at any help after 1 week of training. They would enjoy building bots.
Okay, very good. Hey, just from a process standpoint, I have about 5 or 10 minutes to wrap up, so I just wanted to let you know. So